Yeah, alright. Yeah, that should do it, huh? My face is mostly hidden by the microphone, which is a shame. Huh. Okay, there we go. That's better, right? Well, hello. Hi, it's Monday. No, seriously, I had trouble believing it all day as well. I mean, like last week, Monday was a day off work, was it not? And then today, it's a Monday, but we're supposed to be at work? Like, I am absolutely baffled. And hello there, Luxie. Another subscription. Another subscription from Luxie. Thank you so much. I feel so blessed. So supremely blessed. Plus 9 months, that's what we call a sub baby. You have well and truly had a entire baby in the time I've been Oh my god, that's scary. Okay, that's fine. I feel subscribed. Horrifying. Yeah, right? I have a minor breakdown. Time does that. It just happens without you asking. Fucking thing, that's for sure. I was a couple of minutes late to start the pre-stream thing because the cat had once again stepped on the mixer and broken the phantom power switch. So I popped it back on, and what a surprise, it's working again. At least it didn't take this long, like too long to fiddle with compared to the last time. Could mess with it. Make things harder on myself if I really wanted. But hey, no. I only got home a little while ago. Had a very brief nap, and then suddenly it's time for stream. Time to air fry a hash brown. And another hashed brown. I guess I technically made it like part of a big breakfast for dinner, didn't I? I should have maybe heated up some baked beans. Hashed brown. Another hashed brown. Is there ever really enough hashed browns? Beans. Like, the beans is an excellent one. It's... Like, I've had baked beans that weren't out of a can, and they were so good, so beautiful. So, yeah, I did not get out of work clothes. I'm sorry. This is what a Gibbles looks like when he is slightly formal and not trying to sleep with you. Except you could probably assume his hair would be dyed at least a little more. Been too lazy. I have the dye. I bought it like last week and I still haven't got around to re-dyeing it. Keep thinking I need to like bleach the roots anyway to make it the even color. And then a friend was like, I don't know, it looks kind of intentional. With multiple tones? Right? I have no idea whether you could see that effectively or not. And so maybe I should just leave it. Let it fade out entirely. The green all disappears. And it turns to that bleached blonde look for a little bit. I don't know if I can pull it off. Plus, I do have the dye, so why would I bother? Why would I bother not? Oh well, we'll see. Oh, yeah, it's a shame. Worth it, though. They're absolutely fantastic at it. Plus, you know, the process is enjoyable. I believe it is who I think it is. You know what? Let's play some pillars, huh? I just don't have that much more of a spiel to go through, I'm afraid. Could make it up. Yeah, I do like the green. I don't want to give it up. It is just enjoyable. And every now and then I come across photos of me where I freshly redyed it. And I'm like, oh, yes, that is, I like that. Even if I like how it is at the moment, I like that more. So that's what we should go with. That's what we should rely on. Hairdresser chat. Oh, yeah. And they don't run the risk of ruining it and making you say, you like it, right? And then you run away and be sad. This may be a personal problem, but I bet it's highly relatable to at least one person in chat. Yeah. A colleague is away at work at the moment. And that means I've been actually kind of busy in the office, and it's an odd feeling for me. I couldn't shitpost like nearly at all today. Terrible. But to me, that's what a correctly resourced team looks like. Yeah, right? You have space so that when one person is away, you can, like, actually still get regular business tasks done and not have to stress so hard. I was only slightly busy. There you got a blue circle. It may have frozen. I may need to restart it, but there we go. I'm not surprised, right? That you were bullied by said team members into not working when you're sick. And I approve of their decision. Because, like, you're just not nearly as effective when you're sick anyway, so it's essentially a waste of time. Alright, let's check out this island. How rude. The jungle grows increasingly dense as you travel east. The shade provided by the canopy above does little to mitigate the heat. Moisture and a perpetual choir of insects thicken the air. The path rises to a sharp incline and your legs ache as you ascend. Slowly the jungle thins and you find yourself atop a long ridge. Before you spreads a yawning chasm. It stretches from the mountains in the north towards the sea to the south, and you can't make out the bottom for the darkness. Curiously, a rope spans the divide. Takes advantage of the view. From the top of the cliff, you can look back over the western expanse of the island. The dead fire shimmers blue towards the horizon. The islands of the Kawa or Rikuhu are just visible to the south. You can even make out the wanker at anchor in the distance. It's as if the entire eastern side of the island was forced up out of the ground, or perhaps the western half sank into the sea. To the northeast, a thin line of smoke rises from the jungle. I don't suppose anyone knows what this place is? Well, first, let's ask Reke, who is not going to know shit. Reke stares at you blankly. After a few long silent moments, his eyes widen and he slowly shakes his head. Fair, what about me? Shaking of the head, Slam Shadow says, sorry, no idea. Slam, who are you speaking to? Sure. It's a good place to test a rope. The yawning chasm? Why don't you give it a name and see if it catches on? Maya shrugs. Facina? Facina has no idea. Well, let's examine the rope. History. It looks strong enough to cross on, you think. Failure. The divide is vast. The crossing would be strenuous and a fall fatal. Survival? There's nothing overtly suspicious, certainly no sign of traps. Recent footprints crowd the rocks the rope is anchored to, though. Kith and Ogre both. Several sets, it looks like. Not bad. Well, let's do it! The rope creaks as you grab hold and shimmy out onto it. Pull yourself across hand by hand until you hang suspended over the gorge. Your muscles tingle and hands burn, and you've got further left to go than you've already crossed. Let's keep going. Continue across the gorge, your sweat dripping into the abyss below you. At last you reach the safety of the far side. Beyond the canyon, the jungle opens up into a broad field interspersed with huge fruit-dotted trees. The jungle continues towards the mountains to the north, but to the southeast the dead fire is visible above a sharp decline towards the shore. What draws your eyes, however, is the sight that rises before you. One of the trees, blackened and blistered by flame, hosts a number of armor-sized corpses suspended by the neck. Hey, I'm not dreaming this, right? Look, if I wanted to see this kind of thing, I'd have stayed home. Adair, his mouth firm, diverts his attention to the ground nearby. Nearby movement and voices grab your attention. You see, of all people, 4 members of your crew standing around the base of the tree. We should bury them. It's what they want and what the gods demand. Grim Cauldron growls. Sure, Ushizu answers. What if we finish going through their pockets? I don't have pockets, Shields sedately says, strictly speaking. Rumdumrigari frowns up the tree. Is anyone else worried about who did this? It clearly wasn't Beast or Gith. You're suggesting an ogre wouldn't hang a bunch of corpses? Ushizu asks. Because these look like ogre prints to me. Eyes wide, Grim Cauldron snaps to attention. Captain! What are you doing out here? Ushizu coughs. We're just gathering supplies for the wanker, Captain, just as we always do when we're docked. The hand points at the tree. And this seemed worth investigating. And these aren't supplies, they're corpses. Cut them down and give them a proper burial. That's interesting, Luxie. I don't have any warnings about dropped frames. Hey, hello, GM Rafi. Good to see you. Excellent. Thank you, Luxie. Grim Cauldron smiles and salutes. Of course, Captain. We'll see to it right away. They draw knives and make their way towards the tree. Maya rolls her eyes. Deal with it, Maya. A few minutes later, Rumtum Regari approaches you. Excuse me, Captain. I thought you might want to see these. They look special. Well, have a good lunch, Rafi. Always welcome to join us in the VODs as well. You can catch me on YouTube and on Twitch. The seller presents a pair of Hwana shoes. They're a little sooty, but otherwise no worse for wear. Footprints of the Ahutaka. Well, that's interesting. +1 cost, level 2 priest spells, 10% healing done, dexterity. That is good. Move towards the tree. Vultures perched among its branches peered down at you like judges presiding over a court. Search the area. While the clothing these Armor wear resembles that of the Hawano, they favour hides and leathers over cloth and shell. Some were stabbed before they were hanged, bearing wounds consistent with daggers or swords. A few have had their throats slit. Fewer burn marks. The tree was clearly burned before they were killed. Spirits? You see the spirits at the edge of your vision almost without trying. When you open yourself to their presence, they wash over you, a torrential rush of blistering pain and icy fear. The foreign kith jostle you with shoulder and elbow, prod you with blade and spear. Their armor, too heavy for their dead fire, shines in the firelight as if they were virtuous. You spit. No, there's no virtue in these godless raiders. They killed the young druid, they broke the elder staffs, and they stole the doctor's herbs. Now they burn Amira's tree. Will it ever again host every colour known to the god or kith against the perfect azure dome of the sky? You pray it will. You pray to Amira, to Nagati, to Rikuhu, Kohopa, and Tangaloa both, and to the two faces of Tomoahue. Toamohue. There you go. What more can these foreigners take from you, you wonder, as they cut off lengths of rope? The vision ends abruptly, washing away like water over the side of the ship's deck. Leave the tree and continue your journey. You cross the clearing, leaving the morbid tree behind and re-enter the jungle. What's that about? What does it mean? Why would you do it? Right? This is world building. And a lot of the time, in fact, not all the time, but certainly a lot of the time, it's like you gotta have examples of not having answers. And this is painful to your players, to your world building. And again, I keep bringing it up that every now and then you're going to run up against these scenarios where your players are going to investigate, and you're going to have no more answers for them. And you've got to, at some point, and Mega brought this up when we were playing Final Fantasy VI last week, you've got to say you're on the wrong track. Sometimes. And you don't have to say it as blankly, but you could say something like, there's nothing left to discover here. What is here must remain a mystery. And then just leave it at that, right? Sometimes that's all you find out. All you do is learn a little bit about how the world works. In the distance, you spy a mine set into the side of a hill, its entrance just barely peeking out from between the trees. Hike up to the mine. As you near the mine, a loud explosion rocks the ground. A flurry of terrified birds burst from nearby trees, and a massive cloud of dust rockets out of the cave mouth. You know, There's a strong sense that this will remain a mystery, and like that's fine. It's good.
For you, big brute. We only needed the one barrel. One.
Maybe if you'd told me that before, we'd have a mind to go and loot.
You're the ass with the giant cannon. You should know how explosives work.
Friends, we have more than enough gunpowder to solve this problem.
Uh-uh. Won't work.
Oh, now you know what to do with the black powder, sure.
Leave him be and grab a shovel, Achaia.
Take the shovel yourself. I'll keep the watch. Wasn't built for manual labor.
Don't you dare doze off like last time.
Okay. Well, I don't know what we're doing here. We're
not
gonna
the
find
first
out.
time I've been surrounded. Explosives, and hopefully not the last.
Gunpowder barrel. I don't think we'll kill her with just the gunpowder. So let's just get it.
Something I can do?
Can't make a dent.
There you can. Come on. Good job, Adair. Excellent. Phew, okay, just start with a legendary one-handed pistol. I think we're in somewhere that's much higher level than it's pretending. Basic attack that deals lesser raw damage. Also grants this. Huh. That's a cool pistol. Anyway.
Good thinking.
The twisted remains of the mine tracks glint deep in the darkness below. Look at all these bombs.
I see you.
These foes are rank with the smell of mildew and unwashed bodies. So, you saw how easily we dealt with that one person on watch, right? This issue is called action economy. It's often considered a solved problem, but suitably dramatic things, dramatic encounters, dramatic enemies will have examples of fights, like TV shows, right? There'll be one enemy, one big boss. You kill the boss, problem solved, right? Unfortunately, in role-playing games, what comes up a lot is the idea that each person only gets a couple of actions a turn. So the fact that you and your buddies, like 5 friends around a table, all get turns. Christina, darling, you've got to actually do something when you're transferring.
Oh, good.
There you go. Fantastic. If there are so many more of you guys compared to the enemy, how do you...
I think I can pull that off.
How's a single boss creature going to stand up against you?
Here we go.
Especially when you can just, like, surround them.
I'll teach you all that.
Deal with the problem, right?
Go.
No, don't move. Just attack and maybe knock down Orgrim, okay?
I think I can pull that
Oop.
off.
Didn't go off? Try again. So, sadly, I don't actually have a solution the way other people just... I don't embrace a solution that is granted.
Pleasure.
Knockdown, crit for death, very good.
Good.
The accepted solution is just like, alright, your boss has minions, okay? They stand with him. Concussive Tranquilizer dealt with him. And sure, that works. It's a very reasonable way to handle it. The problem is, it's just not suitably dramatic, is it? You want to have the one powerful, sneaky, evil dude who doesn't have any friends because shoot everyone whoever could possibly like him away because he's being selfish and a jerk. And look, you know what I'm getting at. One cackling person, and when you introduce minions to say other things, it's Might wonder why they don't have the depth as the others. Well, primarily because we just wanted to have one dude. It would take a mining crew at least a month to clear this cave in. Other solutions are posited in Pathfinder's mythic rules. Pathfinder First Ed. They suggest just simply giving a big monster a second initiative score at -20, so it just moves again. It has a second turn. What should we name the island, everybody? Got any votes? I'll give it a minute, just see if anyone has any ideas, otherwise I have something in mind. Collapsed Coleman Land. There you go. That would do it. I can't believe I'm doing this. Look, we've labeled the fucking map with it. Gollum, you sinner. How dare you. As you make your way along the road, you notice the light dimming as if a shadow had fallen over you. You glance around, unsure of where it's coming from. The air feels thick, pregnant with unseen energy. The road ahead looks clear, but you've been deceived by appearances before. Religion and arcana and perception. Well, you've got something in all of it. Let's give it a go. Casino? Cool. The darkness deepens, but you can't make out its source. Chanter, commune with the spirits. You open yourself to the spiritual resonance of the world around you. The road seems to fade from your vision, and the darkness transforms into disquieted whispers that draw you from the road. A large stone stands just off the road, and your head swims as you approach it. Behind it, you locate an unusual collection of bones and sticks, a small wilder totem that glows balefully, its power disturbing the essence around it. Scouts whatever left the totem. You creep forward, drawing your weapon. Okay, so I didn't attack the totem first. I probably should have. There you go again. Using God as an excuse. Next thing you do is kill an Irishman. Starve. Oh, boy.
I see you there.
Keep going. Keep going. No.
Ah, watch me go.
Okay. Good God.
Uh-huh.
A Naga.
I see you there.
Yeah, you see him. Did they see you? You did take the Curse of Pain. So close. Nope. Can't boiling spray from this distance, but you can stone him. That gets 3. Do that. And then you shoot your gun. Bullets from your gun. Bullets from your gun.
Looks like I'm here to stay.
There's something you don't see every day.
No, that's not. Try that. Something a little more useful, okay? How about that? Or I'll click.
Absolutely. That never happens.
God wanted me to have a gun at this stage at 3 in the morning.
I am unwell.
Oh, Facino, did you run into melee combat? Come on. Okay, Rick is dealing quite a bit of damage. I like that guy.
Right here.
I do like a little polearm action. Yes, please.
Leave it to me.
I don't mean to be a jerk, but this whole encounter just... you find a totem and some Naga. That's it. Have fun. God didn't want you to, to attack some Naga. Oof. Who am I, the Spaniards? I mean, I hope not. That would be kind of sad, to be honest. It's a lot of, like, colonization that I'm not interested in doing. Anyway, let's search an abandoned village. The colonial outpost... Oh, there it is again. It before you is as silent as a crypt. Though its buildings appear to be in fine repair, you don't see a living soul among them. In the town square, you find a sign posted beside the remnants of charred bodies. It warns of disease. Search! Boots of the white. Ah, alright, freeze armor rating. Not bad. Cool. Well, thanks, Collapse Coal Minelandia. We're out of here. Oh, a drop of good space rum wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a drop of good space rum. Do I have a Burunga? Well, not yet, but I bet I will at some point. Oh, a drop of good space rum wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a drop of good space rum wouldn't do us any harm. Flooded cave? We've been there before? Is it going to kill us? Probably. Let's find out. As you traverse the island, you arrive at an area that appears to be untouched by kith hands. Lush plants grow in riotous abundance around the entrances to several caves, and you can hear the sound of animals and insects over the crash of waves on the beach behind you. When you walk closer, however, you notice that one of the cave entrances is too uniformly structured to have been created by nature alone. Inspecting it reveals a doorway carved into the aperture of the cave, though a door no longer stands there now. Here, if there are that many skulls, probably not untouched, is it? Just by kith hands. I mean, I'm just making that clear. Weak cordial, baby. I've already drunk several liters of water, so we're just having a good time. Oh, we got enough to level up, huh? Jeez, still got a long way to go, huh? Ding! Yes, improve the things you've already got. Look, wild charm to deal more damage. Cool, good. If it had something like increased chance for charm to work, that'd be very useful. Oh, right, the three skulls on the sword. Yeah, probably slightly too tough. Whatever, we'll give it a go. We're tough. But instead, burns enemies and deals greater damage. Like, yes, my healing thing now also deals damage, and we were having trouble with vessels earlier. Like, this is an excellent decision. Mako! Look, it is nice to see you in chat. And in the end, like, I will talk and or argue the conceits of the setting. It's just, they're not going to change. That's all I got to say. Doesn't mean we don't like hearing it. Unbending. Generate a portion of health loss from each attack. That's good. Just extra hit points in general. Higher crits. Good game, like, is it Final Fantasies 1 through 6? Yeah, maybe. We're going to take this because Adair wears heavy armor, but he also needs to attack fast because he's a rogue. Grace is a good choice for our swashbuckler there. You've got a spread, baby. Her stealth is pretty high. I'm happy with it. Don't need more diplomacy though. Just this one there kind of looks like they've shot this animal out of a cannon. Oh, limited CIPG, and also joke that you couldn't find one. That is a good joke. All right. Not Zelda Republic 2. Yeah, that works. Funny that all the abilities on this tier are all upgrades from things I don't have. Guess we just get passive. Wait, deflection, power for accuracy. All bonuses from powered attacks. How about instead we look for something that gives them... We're looking for something that made it so she could deal dexterity affliction. Hobbled. I bet hobbled is a dexterity affliction. Yeah. Oh, she's 2 anyway. All right. Nope. We're just going to... There you go. Sneak attack damage on the bird. Good job, bird.
Sure.
I can't wait to make some new friends.
I like reading a very old courtship. Oh! Okay. Alright, we may need to think about this a little more. But, could you knock down that guy? You definitely need to try and do something to that
This
battle
did
damage.
nothing. Uh-huh.
Just like
Ray would deal damage to allies, so let's instead. Nope. Lowering action speed. Get less spells off. He will get less spells off on us, and that seems worth it. What's that? Burn our enemies. Burn vessels. So close. Oh shit, do you see this? I see this. That would hit Vela. Okay. Stun. Worth a try. Ah, damn it. Okay, come on, come on. Come on, Ashiza. Knock him down. Yes. Good, Vela.
This thing
Good.
isn't doing the job.
What do you need?
No, why are you running back into Malay? This is ridiculous.
Something I can do?
Kind of interrupt his cast, okay? Yes, if she's this low on health, I'm very worried.
That looks like it hurt. Not exactly what I was going for.
Take down the marksman for me.
I won't go down so easy.
Good. Rick is wounded. Whoop, it is down. Rick is down.
Wasted effort.
800 and that's a lot.
Okay.
Glad you got back up, buddy, but seriously. See if we can get an interrupt out.
oh good.
Gotta note, fighting in the middle of the Sigil of Pain is probably a very bad idea.
This did
And That's how it's done.
Get this cast off. Come on. Cena.
Maldito.
Good interrupt. Excellent. Okay. Dare's low again.
We had some good times. What do you need?
Show them how it's done.
Just like
Slam. Probably gonna be able to bounce it onto this guy, right? But well, we hit the lamp oil barrels. It's funny. See if we get a stun.
Missed.
Fishing for crits on this battle mage. Hey! The Shees is unconscious. Greg is down. Can't believe he's a familiar here. Kind of annoyed that just keep targeting Vela. Could you stop it?
I'll teach you.
Can't make a dent.
Come on. Pretty good.
oh good.
One more. Rick is getting enough experience to level up. Good, however. Couple of heals out of him. We may get taken down yet.
Show them how it's done.
Something.
Come on, come on. Sunburst. A little bit more. Okay. Good lord. That wasn't easy, was it? Wow. Okay, I feel pretty accomplished that we managed that. That sounds good. You get knocked down, you get back up again. And then you make several folk punk albums. Gives everyone Resolute is not bad. Oh, there you go. Finally, something having multiple proficiencies. Chumbawamba is the band. Tub Thumping is the song. Their most popular song, but as is probably relatively clear, at least I've said so multiple. I may have said it so. I know a friend does. They're a radical anarchist leftist band. Well, they were. They have retired. Fire calling. Just stay at a distance. You cast multiple spells. You're a wizard. You get some druid spells anyway. Love it. Good job. Oh.
Hey there.
God, what a fight. What a fight. Without this, it would have turned out really poorly. Instead, we get Brawler's Grimoire and a Lich's Grimoire?
I got this.
Neat. Jeez, yeah, a Lich definitely hung out here. Imagine it, right? You're hanging out in your house, and you've lived here for ages. It's just your place. It's comfy, it's cozy. Got some undead to deal with, like some cleaning, do a couple of tasks for you. Most of the time you just do a little bit of like arcane research in your lab. Adventurers break in, you're like, hey, get out, I'm gonna kill you. And then they're like, no, you're an undead. And then you fight them, and you start to realize that you're gonna lose. Like, man, they broke in. Why are you suffering? Anyway, The vapor wafting off these vats smells faintly of copper. It's just... You think, hey, this isn't fair, and then someone points out, yeah, you did have to kill an entire village of babies to become a lich. And you're like, oh, alright. And somehow they've got even more of a point. And then you just gotta admit, yep, sorry, I did kill all those people. My bad. Lol. Still, I just think it's unreasonable. Island name. Vela's Bait. Taking suggestions for this one as well. Otherwise, I'm gonna go with the Boned Zone. Sorry, it's too good. You've lost your chance. What else? Oh, Mako, I've saved you from the horrifying responsibility. Oh, okay, we're not going there. That says you will fucking die. I would like all of your koiki fruit and water and carpet tea and carpet leaf. Absolutely. What will I trade for it? Ah, my friends. Here. Have not very good weapons and armor that you will not use. Feel free to sell them to adventurers next time they come past. How do you We have no food. How could we buy these things from you? No, you're only giving me stuff you can sell, right? Yes? Okay, problem solved. We have no money then. Ah, now that's literally not my problem. Give me 22,000 gold, please. Would you like 4 sets of plate armor? No, you're buying them anyway. Okay. This is not a new joke to make fun of buying things. Like, there's an obvious and honestly pretty reasonable reason why. It's just a pain in the ass when you can't sell things to vendors. Like, we know that thing with, like, fallen ship supplies. It's a Skyrim thing as well, right? You can't sell shit to vendors if they're not going to be interested, and it's just... Sure, it may be realistic. It's just annoying, though, right? Like... So, I mean, I guess it also makes it available for you to say, yeah, but now you can get a perk to do this thing that you normally do in other games with no issue. Like, reasonable, but still. Sounds annoying to me. It just is annoying. It does actually happen. Now, several times we've gone in this direction, fucking died, so... I actually need to stop at Nekataka. Yes, I know I avoid Nekataka all the time, but I did some Googling because we don't have the last companion. And I want to pick her up. So I was like, how the fuck do I get her on my goddamn ship? And now, we will. It won't take too long. Is that a slaver? No, it's a Valiant trading ship. And a galleon, so not easy pickings for us. Master Captain. Alright. Maybe later. Right. What are we doing? Going to Queensbeth. What are we doing here? Not too far. We're going to the Valiant Trading Company. Why the Valiant Trading Company? Oh, why, we're here to pick up a Valiant. What do you think? Where else? Honestly, where else would you go? Fuck me, like all over the place. I scoured what I thought was most of the whole district all over the place, but it was not enough. And that's okay. Can't blame him, right? I don't blame him. And she's gonna have an awful time on the ship too. I'm hedging, but you essentially already know what I'm talking about. Also, Ricky, what are you wielding? Oh yeah, okay. I was like, there is another polearm in our inventory. Is that better? It is not.
Island folk, take your time.
Yep. Oh, we have sold you a bunch of useless stuff, haven't we? Not bad. The Valiant Trading Company. Oh. It's locked. Because it's late at night. We're just gonna go take a nap. We've got to go to the Wild Mare. Did you arrive on the Wanker? Yeah. Oh, baby, yes, we did. The Wanker, the biggest and best equipped junk you've seen in a while.
Now, but you're in luck, friend. The Wild Mare employs a number of courtesans skilled in satisfying a wide range of tastes and interests.
He throws you an exaggerated wink and points toward the stairs behind him.
You'll find them upstairs. They handle their own coin, too, so no need to go through me.
Glad to hear it.
You see anything you like, you let me know.
So I can tell what I want to do is actually just rest. Backstage storage room cost 0. That's good. No, let's have plus 3 decks, I guess. No, 1 to all skills. Let's do that.
Thanks for letting me tag along. The dead fire is awfully big for this little Orlin.
It occurs to me that I again brought a small child into a whorehouse. Anyway, why? Because you need to rest to remove the wounds and the sigils of pain and, you know, just some debuffs. But also, we needed to kill some time to get back into Valiant Trading Company. Is it? It's still locked, isn't it?
You're giving Ishi a weird look. What did he do?
I'm not giving him a weird look. He's giving me a weird look.
Wait until...
Are we gonna fight someone? I want to throw the first punch.
Yeah, well, you know. We gave it to someone we rescued. That equals out, right? Hello, Palagina!
Ado, Watcher. The Cantanichesi sent for me. It seems the Republics have need of me again, thanks to you.
It is difficult to read her expression. The corners of her mouth briefly twitch into a smile, but there is worry in her eyes.
Do you have need of me?
Holy shit, number 4! That's awful. No, why would I have need of a failure who got kicked out of her paladin order? Jesus Christ. I will always have need of you, Palagina.
Good.
She nods sharply and steps forward. Ugh. Alright. Palagina's back. This is one of the ladies from the first game. This is our last companion. She was like, we ran into her and she was like, fuck you. And then we're like, okay, cool. And then she was told, okay, you've got to help the Watcher. And then we couldn't find her in Queensbirth. And then I Googled it and was like, she's where you expect, dude. And then, you know, here we are. Is she less uptight? No. No. And that is honestly why I suggest Paladin makes the most sense. Crusader? Sure, I guess. But, like, Paladin suits her the best. That's what I say. That's how I feel. It's probably what I'm going to go with unless I get an overwhelming series of votes from other people that say, no, do this instead. Like, alright. You're a smart bunch. You're tough cookies. You're intelligent folk. 2. So, Paladin and Crusader, dead man? Either that or you're several conversations ago. And you want me to be like, yeah, sure, I kind of need your help. I believe that's what it was. Okay, without any more overwhelming votes, I'm actually going to choose Crusader. I'm going to click on the wrong window. Cool. Here's the thing. I don't actually want her in the party right now. But we'll go talk to her on the ship in a little bit. This was the sole reason I returned to Nekataka. Was to pick up our... And, like... I still think it's a good idea because, as I've stated before, when we're raiding people or defending ourselves from their attack... Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Alright. Weird. When we're defending ourselves from other people's attacks, she will join in on that fight and help us stay alive and not fucking die. Like, I'm not gonna pretend we don't actually need the assistance. Remember the time we got mobbed and nearly died several times in a row? Not just because Vela died. It was twice where we got beaten down into pieces. I wonder if I could hire like a dozen random adventurer NPCs. But Merciful Fan, they're truly insane. Alright. I believe someone also had a sail directly into a storm thing for an upgrade. So we may have to do that as well. Have to. Oh. Fast, lass. Prepare to be boarded. A doubt? You're fucked. This is not going to turn out well for them. What are they doing? Faster and better prepared. Let's go. Huh. Okay, we're now within perfect range. We're going to turn to port. Takes a couple of turns. Oh no, not two cannons. Hold position to increase our chance of hitting. See, 250 to 350. Oh shit, we're slightly too close. Oh well. Berta, I seriously thought you were a better cannoneer than this. Anyway. Grape shot, please. Targets that above deck crew damage. It is fun when you have 5 cannons firing all at once. Turn to port. Wait, Symbols, what are you doing? Ow. We're pretty bad. Anyway, half sail, please. So just move a little bit closer. Yeah. Sorry, a little bit further away. Now, turn to port. Okay, that was a little bit more than I expected. Now, hold position for a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Wait. And now, fire the port cannons. Yeah, okay, go. Nia relays orders to the crew. Fire on the next up roll. That's a crit. Okay, that's good. Not what I wanted. I like damaging the crew, not the sails. Look at it. The sails are already fucked. Come on. Giant. Moved from cannoneer to sail fire. Oh, ridiculous. Hold position. Fire the other cannons, please. Grape shot. Yes. Go, go, go. Come on. Okay, we're still pretty good for these. I mean... Interesting crew. Sailor from helmsman to surgeon. Alright, come on! They have no crew! One. Okay. So they literally don't know what to do. We are jibing, we are holding position, we're actually going to target. Oh, look! We are going to fire the starboard cannons, but this time we're actually going to use, not a chain shot, because we don't need to damage the sails anymore. We're actually going to try to cannonballs, do some hull damage, because I don't know we do that that often. Got 60 hull, let's just see what happens. So look, no one is working their cannons, because they do not have anyone to do it. There's one person who is uninjured, and it's their surgeon. Fire. Alright, that destroyed their enemy ship in a single round. I perhaps shouldn't target the crew primarily. It's just, I like charging and running into them. Anyway, so we also added a couple more debuffs, like attempts at a random resource, combat speed lower because they're flooding. Anyway. Seawater pours into the holes in the Crooksspur vessel's hull. In moments, the ship is half submerged. An explosion in the holes rends the ship apart. A cloud of thick black smoke balloons to the sky. The wind carries its scent to you. Gunpowder. Before you can blink, the bulk of the ship disappears below the waves. All that remains of the main mast and its tattered sails are brightened in final salute before they, too, are taken by the sea. That's everybody. You took down a ship. Some money, not a whole lot. A couple of resources. You get more if you just run into them, right? Another reason I do it. Anyway, that was fun. Not particularly worth it. But it is why we spent so much money getting that many double bronzes. Yep. Give me all your stuff, please. I'll give you a couple swords. And a gun. And another gun. And a crossbow. There you go. Thanks. Hagfish. He's reading elaborate prose? Yes! It absolutely... Well, it's not my main king. It certainly is a big one. Honestly. Certainly a wave skipper. I believe we have... Yeah. Take a ship's triumph. Alright! Quick repair that hull. Go, go, go. Jimbles is about to do a silly thing. You gotta be ready for us. Hey, come here. Come here. Oh, they're fucked. Oh, we got too close. Damn it. Oh. They're charging at us. Oh, yeah, the Voyagers can fire straight ahead. They're coming for us. They really are. We've got a low chance of hitting. Let's see what happens. Raking hit. 20 hull damage. Alright, that's good. Okay, but also... I don't think we can escape. So... They boarded us. They didn't ram us. Stream banned for sexual conduct because he's reading out prose. There's not even his own horny prose that he wrote. Oh, and I did some writing today at work during a downtime. Maybe less than 500 words, but boy, was it satisfying. Stay light on your feet now. Don't let the bastards get close. You're fucked, son. Look at us all. Takeru, Yidwin, Seraphin, Palagina. Hell yeah. Shoti and Aloth? Man, these guys are in trouble. Just in case, Slam. still need more damage. Alright, let's go.
That must have hurt.
Get into melee. I want you to just...
There you go. Hey, whose side are you on?
Ah. Maybe I should do that, to be honest.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Maybe I should have a podcast feed for it. Yep, like nothing particularly fancy there. Again, attacking random ships increases our crew's strength, makes them better. And we're about to go into a storm. No, storms are so much worse than you expect. We're not ready. You need to be in peak condition to survive it. Yep. 50% discount on items is just crazy high. I don't even know why. There you go. That'll do. Thanks. I think I may be slightly obsessed with just making sure we've got enough food. And this is also why I never got the achievement for survive a mutiny. So I'm like, no. I don't need to. No. If that's what I think it is, it's one of the mega bosses they added later in the game. There's a really popular subreddit. We could explore this island. Let's give it a go. That is entirely just. Oh, let's do the storm. Let's do the storm. That is people reading out erotica, and like I'm curious about whether it'd be worth me recording and doing something there. I mean, I'm a dude. Male voices are not exactly highly prized. Could give it a go, that's for sure. You know, people write their own scripts or have script requests as well. Like, hey, is someone sexy read this out loud, okay? Alright. I could give that a go. Who knows? Heavy clouds darken the horizon. Clouds gather in the distance, a hazy curtain of rain hanging from them. Near peers at the storm. Nothing more than a squall, Captain. Shouldn't be much of a threat to sail through. The crew looks to you. Your orders? Raise Lord Darren's Vulge towards the sky. Take us into the storm. The crew look to one another before setting to task. The Wanker's bow turns into the storm, sliding into the rain as if passing through a veil. The ship comes to a troubled rest under the tormented skies. Lightning stabs across the clouds. You climb into the rigging, grasping tightly to the lines with one hand while thrusting the Vulge skyward with the other. The blinding blue-violet arcs seem only a few feet away. As the Wanker crests the swell, it pushes you towards the raging elements above, and they deign to meet you, a ragged fork of energy falling from the clouds like a headsman's axe. The lightning strikes into the weapon, running through it and into you. Sparks fly from your limbs as the whole of the world goes white around you, and blooms of violet burst behind your eyes. When your sight returns, the sea is calm. The clouds form a smooth grey blanket above. The Vulge feels heavier, as if the weight of the storm resides within. You descend from the rigging to the cheers and clapping of the crew. Neat! I expected that to be an actual storm as well, but alright, that's worth it, don't worry. Man, if you can do that every time, this is a fucking cheat code. I don't think so. Deal 30 critical hits with it. Alright, cool. Anyway, static charge plays a stacking effect. On crit, all enemies in an AoE will lose all stacks and take 10 shock damage for each stack. That's cool. Cool stuff. Cast a random storm spell when in combat when under 50% health. Neat. Very cool indeed. Alright, well, back to exploring this town. This island here. I don't know if my podcast feed is active. I haven't actually paid SoundCloud money for it in a while, so they keep deleting everything. That's fine. I vaguely miss it, sure. I like talking about RPGs, but I still answer questions about RPGs here on this stream, so please, if you have any, throw them my way. Maker toss us a great one on Wednesday night. A deep river that flows down from the island's central mountains meets the sea here, expanding into a broad delta. The azure water spreads to the east, remarkably calm and quiet. Gulls hang on the air above the shallows, intermittently diving in pursuit of food. A weathered skiff rests on the shore, and a galleon sets at anchor a mile or so off the coast. Fresh footprints in the sand lead inland, along the side of the river. Follow the footprints. You follow the path inland, and like the sea, the river's waters churn on their way down from the hills. On the far side of the water stands the crumbled ruins of an ancient tower. A huge lake, the river's source, spreads before you, ringed almost entirely by walls of sheer rock. It is fed by towering waterfalls that cascade down the island's rocky promontories. Promontories. There you go. Near the shore, you see a group of kith, along with an ogre and an imp in freebooter dress. Ahoy there! The pirates turn towards you as you approach, trading clearly confused glances at your abrupt appearance. One of the kith, a sharply dressed young man, steps forward, his hand hovering near the grip of his blade. Ahoy there! Yar! The pirate bows low at the waist, his left hand fanning out the tail of his fine Valian coat. His right hand, however, remains near the grip of his weapon. He straightens, his dark eyes holding yours.
I'm not one to start a fray I don't have to, bon amico, but I'm very curious as to just what in the name of WoW you're doing here.
Did you see that tower back there? Beautiful, wasn't it? His brow rises above his blinking eyes.
Beautiful indeed. I'm sure it was very impressive once.
Yeah.
Still, the question requires asking and answering alike. Why are you here?
It's a nice box I got there. What's in it?
Look, I assure you that you want absolutely no part in what's in this box.
Honestly, dude, I just want to hang out.
The god's damned blade has a curse on it. It's made an absolute mess of our ship.
Cursed
Ruined
sword?
2 of my coats.
A cursed sword? You've got a cursed sword? A cursed sword, you say? Renetti shakes his head.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Well, perhaps on my worst enemy.
He chuckles, brushing a knuckle against his chin.
And some of my more boorish friends. That might provide an evening's amusement.
A curse? What kind of curse?
The details, I assure you, amico, are not fit for polite company. They're really quite, descant. Foul.
Just tell me already, man. Renetti sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
The men who made that damnable thing call it puke stabber. It's an apt name, and that's all I'll say of it.
Then he won't mind me buying it. I'd be willing to pay 450 obols worth of mixed currency for it. The ogre whistles and Renetti scowls at him. He considers, stroking his chin.
450 obles. That's a
Obles.
lot of gold. Or a lot of whatever you give me. We pirates and our mixed currencies, nah?
Finally, he nods and accepts the very heavy purse.
Here, for the chest.
He hands you a small brass key.
Hope you own an extensive wardrobe.
Renetti, Winged Rat, Berkner, Lyria. I don't have anything to say. Alright, let's check out this puke stabber. Puke stabber. This unsavory weapon has changed hands too many times to have an accurate account of its origin. The most agreed upon legend attributes a dear wooden shepherd and frequent tavern patron with its initial creation, but even this yarn tends to be told with slurred, ale-soured words. The only things truly known about the dagger are the contents of its construction, the rent, twisted remnants of a cheap brass beer stein, and the dreadful effect it has on both its wielder and its victims. Puke Stabber seems to bring out the worst qualities of a mean drunk, and mean drunks seem to be the only people who have ever carried it, though rarely for long. Unsurprisingly, such individuals tend to misplace or gamble away the weapon with alarming regularity, though it is most commonly taken by force after a drunken row or pointless bar fight. Epic hangover, mean drunk. Mean drunk. Action speed with dagger attacks. Extra melee damage with dagger attacks. Puke Stabber stokes the fire in the wielder's belly, infusing their mind and body with drunken rage. Increases melee attack speed and melee damage while under the effects of alcohol. Oh, welcome back, Loxy. This dude is really up front, exactly. That's why I love just getting information. Okay. No one uses daggers in our current party, do they? Well, we'll see if anyone wants it. I know who does. We're going to give it to our academic, who's going to turn into a mean drunk. Also just wanted to check the enchantments. We could make it mythic. Anyway, mean drunk turns to mad drunk. Extra, just 5% extra, on damage and speed. Or numb. Less damage taken from attacks. Epic hangover. No definition. I can't right click and see what it does, so probably that's to throw up on things. Debauchery. Chance to cause target to stop and vomit on critical hit. Puke Stabber is imbued with the collective sickness and confusion of countless drunken nights. A well-placed strike passes them into the target, making any kith or wilder instantly and vomitously ill. Iron stomach. Hangovers no longer cause vomiting, and bad food no longer seconds wielder. Ooh, you get iron stomach, and all we need is some bloat belly. Oh my god, those ingredients! It's interesting. Gotta go looking for that shit. And then you can just be drunk all the time when using the dagger and suffer no ill effects.
Leave it to me.
Though to me, it's funnier to have a chance on crit to make a target. No, when crit, it immediately makes your target throw up a lot. That's very funny to me. Okay, what a cute little thing. We didn't have to kill anyone. God, that's good. Get over to the tower. Yep, beautiful. The remains of the tower lie strewn upon the ground before you. The stone structure seems to have tumbled over during an earthquake. The tower appears abandoned, not even a corpse remains. Now also we have a break in 15 minutes, so get ready for that. Scroll, some coins. Looting's part of what we do. We are a pirate. Like a dog. Oh, come now. He was going to make us walk around the whole island. Fetid, sweltering air cradles you as you push your way through the thick growth. Your clothing sticks to your skin and sweat drips from your brow and chin. You hear movement ahead of you, accompanied by something that sounds like conversation. Sneak closer! Oh, that's some good art. A large, boggy clearing spreads before you, mist clinging to water and soggy ground alike. A massive lurker rests in the water, utterly still, as the main Pegwa and Delimgan speak in low, susurrus tones. Openly. Main Pegwa and Delimgan fall silent as you appear, and the former waves the ladder back as she makes her way to you. The reek of decay precedes her, and she peers at you with black eyes. We would kill you for your trespass, consume your essence and add it to our own. Here you find us otherwise engaged. Leave this place while you can. Hard lips twist about a mouth filled with teeth. About a mouth filled with teeth of gnarled wood. Scatter with magic. No, it's just like, what's going on here, man? A hiss issues from a knotted mouth. That is none of your concern, Kith. Alright, let's do something stupid. Stupid but fun, right? That's what Slime Shadows does. He's not good at intimidate. Let's scatter them with magic. And evil turned away from the sun. You chant quietly, gathering essence before hurling a blast of mystic power into the clearing. Debris falls around you, but the main Pegra and her cohort remains. The creature's glare and it was one. The floor around you burst into movement, advancing. The pressure to make correct decisions in role-playing games will ruin the fun from them if you're not careful. Remember that the worst thing that can happen in a game is that you need to start again. And that's often not that bad. Sometimes that's fun. In fact, just chill for a little bit. Just make him walk across that fire. Come on. See now? Correct. Now go.
You were...
I'll teach you a lesson.
Actually, that's in Malay. Let's deal with that. I just don't know why our good little pet. Yeah, good job. Love me a dank spore. Super dank.
orders?
You see that?
See that, Ishi? Yeah, baby. Looks like there's no one ahead of us, so just do it.
There's a better way to handle this.
Just like.
What are you doing, buddy?
Gotta have something here that works. Absolutely.
No, pen! Come on, buddy. Move a little closer and we'll get a decent zap out of this. Oh, good job, Slam. Look at that. Yeah. What's the next rank of that? Oh yeah, it's deal crits. Easy. Just keep attacking. I don't even need to think about that. If you're gonna be melee, you can't switch it. Okay, I was gonna ask.
Yeah?
Just like.
We'll just have to try something else.
Show them how it's done.
Something you need?
Good job. Alright, we'll take it down. Not too concerned about this one.
Oh, good.
I love hearing our good sword Modweir just moan out successes, pleased with how well we're killing people. It's also very funny.
What do you need? Hey.
Bog Lurker, Bog Ooze. Dank Spore, Bog Lurker. Dank Ooze, Bog Lurker. Suspicious Ooze, Main Pegwa? Main Pegwa?
You must gather your.
I don't know what I'm doing. And in game, I don't know what I'm doing.
Before venturing forth.
Okay, let's go. Continue. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. You've got more water to drink. Bum, ba, ba, ba. Na, 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 na. If your morale wasn't so high, I wouldn't be feeding you water all the time. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Time to go to the False Mouth Forest. Yeah, baby, show me your false mouth. I don't know what that means, but I'd love to find out. You smell them before you see them. Lagerfeth corpses litter the area. Some are burned beyond recognition, while others have been crushed so badly they're little more than a greasy smear on the ground. Alright, we'll search the area, right? You catch a flash of movement in your peripheral vision. You realize a large party of Lagerfeth lie in wait for you in the surrounding jungle. No doubt they seek revenge for their fallen friends. The Lagerfeth let out an ululating cry and charged towards you. I guess we don't get ambushed, but what was the benefit of passing that? Maybe if we use stealth, where you could have just fucking bailed. Yeah, little guys. You want to chat?
Quit.
They do not want to chat. Insect swarm. Vela, stay back.
I'll teach you a lesson.
I just wanted to take a sec. Good job for seeing it. Oh, I have the console open, that's why. Just wanted to check.
Can I borrow a sword?
It's working!
I promise to be careful.
You can take one of the Lagerfeth.
Can do.
They didn't have any swords? Oh, sorry, Vela. I guess you just don't get one this time. Next time we fight some Lagerfeth, if they have a sword, you can have one, okay? No? You don't trust that? You don't think they're going to have one? Several Lagerfeth corpses lay strewn across the entrance to the ruins in broken, boneless heaps. The blood dashed on the ground is bright red, still fresh. They must have died recently. Let's go take a look. Enter the room. God, I love side quests. I like rolling around the ocean. I like exploring islands. I like meeting pirates and getting daggers called Puke Stabber. I love getting experience for it. Ugh. These vines form the vanguard of the jungle's effort to reclaim the temple.
Not a problem, Captain.
Oh, an imp!
You see that, Ishi? Speak freely.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Concussive tranquilizer. It interrupts him. Then he dies.
Speak freely.
What? Why? Priscina, why? Experts at using their abilities
You shan't hide from me.
to blow up
Your
allies.
orders? You see that, Ishi?
Good lord. Do it again. Magic guns!
You were saying? Give me the order.
She's also got one of the highest stealths too, so. Oh! What? Leofwin, who are you? I think you're causing trouble, aren't you, buddy?
I've got this, Captain.
I bet you are.
Your orders?
But that was good, that was better. Do that.
Speak freely.
The party or Vela? Honestly. I didn't even see how she got injured that time. Mod, we're making please noises.
Got someone in sights. Your orders?
This isn't how I usually work.
Come on. Good. We need those hobbles to go off. Next level of those soulbound rifle will make everything a
saying?
lot easier.
Aye, aye.
Easy.
Right.
Can't hide from me.
It's a very quick save, isn't it?
Can't hide from me.
Show them how it's done.
Everyone but Slam, do that.
Isn't this way?
Vela, stay back there. What do you think? Is the voice here looking at Vela? I think it is. Could you move the start onto these Fox, please? Not immune to dexterity afflictions, so you try that. Oh, good.
Just stand there, protect me.
What are you about to do, Casino? Is it use Sunburst? Target it like that, you hit no allies. There you go.
Taste blade!
Jesus.
Gotta have something here that works. Hey there.
You can. I assure you, you'll get this right.
I'll teach you
Just
a
like
lesson.
this.
So
Are you
that's
even
how
trying?
it's done.
Deal with the vessels.
I need something strong.
That's gonna hit your allies much more than anyone else. Move a little closer. Cast that. Good. It's hard for a little bird to knock down a construct, but we'll see if it works. It does not. Lightning worked though.
Can't make a dent.
Something unique?
To find the truth, to accurately predict the future, think of the dumbest, funniest thing possible. And assume that would happen. Okay. Steel Spine Warrior, I admire your tenacity. Give it up, you're going to die. Okay? Watch this. Get him, Slam. Beep. Oh, we got a healing Veiler as it went past.
Right here.
Good job, everybody. Very impressive.
Be right there.
Now, Veiler didn't die. A Mirror's Wing. A two-handed rod. Actually, that's pretty good. Winter Wind. Wilting Wind. Helene Squall. Neat. Oh, and some lava.
What did you find, Ishi?
I'm here.
The water dripping down from above tastes like cold stone and moss. Why did you lick it? Why does it look like there's a thing here that's very hard to pick up?
I got this. I got this.
Harmony. One resolve grants commitment. Grants additional resolve while near a bonded ally. You and an ally you choose to bond with become immune to intellect afflictions until the end of combat. Oh. Well, that's nice. That's sweet. A two-handed rod this
I
time.
bit my tongue. Kinda hurts.
We're very impressed. Yeah, behavior. Is that why the bird did nothing? Because its AI was set to do nothing? That makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to save, and then let's go on a break. Let's have, like, probably 10-minute break or so. Yeah? Excellent. We don't have time for this break. I will be back in about 8:40, maybe 8:45 or something. You'll hear me when I go back, okay? You'll hear my voice again. In the meantime, go stretch, okay? Have a good one. Have a snack. Watch a couple of TikToks. You know, do the things youths do. Youths do. Dude, gotta remember to turn off the microphone though.
I'm safe with you, Captain. I just know it is all. we gonna fight someone? I want to throw the first punch. I bet my tongue kinda hurts. I'm learning a lot. safe with you, Captain. I just know it is all.
Where'd the sound go? Oh no. Sorry, I'm back. That's why. I need to Alt-Tab to turn the microphone back on, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm back a little early. I don't expect everyone to be ready, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Jimbles, what did you make? I'll show you. I did actually make a cocktail. It's kind of cold, so I decided to make something nice. I still have some hot butter rum recipes, so I have my hot butter rum. I have 30 ml of that. I have 30 ml of apple pie Baileys that I still have that I haven't got. It's pretty tasty, that's for sure. Tastes like Christmas. And then I mix that together, 30 ml of each, add 30 ml of cream, and then some hot water to top, and a little bit of cinnamon on top, dusted like pre-ground. Nothing too fancy. And it's just hot and comforting and milky and delicious, you know? Probably a kind of expensive cocktail, energy-wise, but highly enjoyable. I think I'm just going to settle in and enjoy that for a little while. Just sip at it for a bit. Sounds very nice. Well, I would make one for you at some point, Lexi. Ah, island name. We need to name this one? Fuck, I should have left it with all you all so you could come up with something, right? God. There's a Mirror's Roost. There was Weird Dagger. Vomit Dagger. You know, technically it's also Veil's Fall. Because she was killed by by that cultist. It's true, that's all. This rod is warm to the touch. 2 hands for this rod. Merlsifin the truly insane. The ironclad. A galleon. Parlay. We can't talk? I guess it's really insane. Can't really intimidate him. Let's just leave. There's no reason to attack you out of nowhere. Also can't go there. Chippy. No, I can't take a Master Captain yet either. Still going. Still leveling up, making our crew better. Like, for example, Berta the Cannoneer is still not great at being a Cannoneer. Come on! God, I could replace you with a letter. Because you don't have Actually, this sounds bad, but I'm gonna do that because it will take a lot for her to level up. And you need them to level up on the job they're doing. I think that's one of the reasons why Mother Sharprock is a seasoned deckhand, but is not much higher, because she's also a 2-star cook. Rumdum Brigari. Now he's an expert. I believe we had some side quests to turn in at Dunnage, so we might do that. Oh, look at all this wide open ocean. Dunnage! Alright. The continued piratical adventures of Slam Shadows the Explorer. Like,
So if things had played out different, you might have grown up here.
True. Good thing my parents had the sense to leave.
And you'd be worrying about what the trading companies were doing, setting up down here.
No offense, but I try not to live with a bunch of ifs trailing in my wake.
oh, it's good stuff. Love it. Udita?
What's the good word, Scuttler?
Udita clamps her pipe in her teeth and grins. You won't have to worry about Chornu any longer.
Hope the Navy doesn't trouble you none over it. They tend to hold a grudge.
Shrugging, Udita passes you a patch of coins.
Hey, you're better at this than I thought. You open to more work and more coin for your troubles?
Sure. Where do your panties come from? She takes the pipe from her mouth and glances away, sighing through her nose.
Better if you don't ask.
Why not?
'Cause the dead fire's in a big, ugly power play, it is. And not everyone gets quartered for being in the game. One captain, she's a piece, standing 20 rounds distant from the real players. Another, he's a means to some unknowable end. Who's to say why they both need to die?
She gestures with her pipe in a broad circular motion.
And the type of clients he pays for the red worker scuttling? They don't blow the gaff to the elf.
She points first to you and then back to her before wedging the pipe back between her teeth. What bounties do you have available then?
Your next target is Kuaru, a Huana captain with a black mark on his name. He sees outlander ships like floating game ready to be harpooned.
I'll take the bounty.
I knew you would. Kuaru helms the junk Kamat O Ngati and lurks on the outskirts of Kua Urikuhu island chain, east of Nekataka.
Farewell.
Good hunting.
Well, there's one bounty. Maybe there's another here. Whoops. Yeah, let's go to the Radiant Court. Oh, we actually got to go to the Lifters Refuge and kill someone here. Well, I guess we're in the right place then, aren't we? Not those two. Hey, cutthroat sharpshooter, what you up to? Nothing? Okay. Can't say I know your crew. Talker. Hello!
Puny. Too puny to join my crew.
Arms crossed, the hulking ogre looks at you from head to toe. He spits at your feet, unimpressed.
Go away. Be gone. Scram.
There's a bounty on you.
It is kind of you to announce yourself to me, bounty hunter. It will be just as kind of you to die by my hand.
Oh yeah, watch this. Everyone screams. Slam, could you... Charm?
Someone lend me a hand.
You're immobilized. Okay, well, glad you got that off.
See that, Ishi?
Oh! Definitely deal with this. Please reload fast. Please be more effective. Oh shit. Fucking duck. God damn it. Could we just fail her? Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes! She lives, idiots! I'm just gonna hope the sharpshooter's not trying to take it down. Lucina, could you... I don't even know what you're doing. Honestly, returning storm is much more useful. Could you just
Just like
Yeah.
Get up! We're not done yet! I'm listening. Ashiza, strike!
Hobbled. Is she's unconscious? Come on, buddy. We're losing reputation with the pirates as well. But I hate to say it, they did start it. Started it because he has a bounty on him. Oops, my bad. I actually like you just regular attack for everybody. We need to build up that magic item, okay? It seems ridiculous, but it was absolutely worth it. 7 mana. Good job. Good job, Casita. Vela is still alive, but only just. And congratulations, Emma. Thank you very much for doing the dishes. You are a constant and enthusiastic help, and I appreciate it a lot. Torkar's map fragment. Oh my. And is that? And the Maker's own power. What is this, Dragon Age? It's actually a really good build. Yoink.
Hey there.
I think not.
Any luck? So, yes, I did. Need to
Does it
scare the
suit
soul
you,
out of me.
being a soldier? I did well enough at it, but it was never for me.
I like knowing that someone has a plan. Never felt it from the gods.
You ever think, maybe I put my faith in the wrong cause?
Faith is what you feel in a given moment. Like a bird's feathers. It molts from time to time.
Oh, yes, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff. I like that. Thank you. Hey.
I welcome your return.
Hey, Cyril. I killed Lord Admiral Imp.
So, the puffed up little charlatan is gone for good. Well done. That's 1 down. Just 3 left to go. If you're still game.
Though her smile is sunny, it doesn't quite match the look in her eyes. I killed Lady Apera.
Finally, the lady falls. You already have my gratitude. Now take my coin. But halfway is half done, my friend. There are 2 more members of the Firebrand's old crew that need your special attention.
Tell me about your sister. Smile twitches at the corner of her lips.
Danae was a wild girl from the day she was born. She came out of the womb yelling loud enough to make your ears bleed. And she never really stopped. She chased a bad end like a winter-starved wolf chases the first fat deer calf of spring. It was only a matter of time before she caught it.
Woof.
But dead is dead. And reminiscing with you won't bring her back.
I killed Katren.
I hope Katren put on a good show for you before the end.
Her grin is wicked, sharp as a jungle cat's.
There's just the 1 crew member left now.
I killed Torkar.
I'd say it's a shame to have lost such a brilliant mind, but Torkar didn't give you any choice. You've put to bed the last of the Firebrand's crew, my friend, which was more than I ever could have hoped for. Thank you truly. I can rest easy now, knowing they got what they deserved. My dear friend.
Is that all?
I trust you.
We've got like 4 map fragments that they're all like dropping. Quest item. This piece of tattered parchment shows the familiar waters and landmasses of the Deathfire Archipelago, but without the other pieces it's impossible to tell where it points or how to get there. A note is scribbled in the margins. I entrust this fragment to you, brilliant friend, with every confidence that you won't fail to safeguard it. Enjoy your riches on the appointed day. Alright, well... Map. We got 4 map fragments. Apera, as my parting wish, I ask that you give the others at least a fortnight before you send your dogs after them. I know you're in need of coin, but allow them the courtesy of a head start. I bury that treasure for us to share. Katren, if you're reading this and I've surely fallen, see to it that the others remember their pledge to safeguard the map and a hard one spoils. The imp is especially prone to forgetfulness. Your occasional subject. Sexy. Lord Admiral Imp's map. Imp, guard parchment, yes, no giveaway, no try to sell. When other crew stink find you, follow them for treasure. Yes, good imp. Assemble map.
Well,
Captain Henquist's treasure map. This stitched together approximation of a map points the way to a remote island. Illustrations of squat huts and the name Juntvik village stand out with prominence. The northern coast, however, is adorned with the scribbled likeness of a skull. Spidery lettering encircles the landmass to spell out the name Drowned Barrows. Merely holding the parchment fills you with a sense of dread. When you run your thumb over the skull, your pulse quickens like a beating of a drum.
Hey there. Sure.
Neat! We've got map fragments, we've got like pirate treasure, we've got a skull marking the spot. By God, we've got ourselves a traditional pirate adventure.
I'll take a peek.
I'm listening.
Hey Maya, you've got high stealth, just steal shit. Gunpowder? Yes please, whatever that is. Oil paintings, perfect for cabins with drab curtains. Just go, just keep there, stay there, and go! What about if you stand right here, just right there? They're still looking directly at her. Okay, how about here? Yeah, is that good? Mechanic skill 2 left. Not gonna work. Oh well. What? They said a gentleman of leisure lost its shimmer. Yeah, well they attacked us. Party
I'll get that for you.
Damn it. We're gonna keep stealing shit. We'll get it, don't worry. Get
Easily
it, Maya.
done. Can't take all the credit.
She can't unlock this one. We actually need a slam for this.
Leave it to me.
Parties, this is not going to be enough, sadly. But he's got bad stealth, so who knows if this will work, right?
Not happening.
Despite appearances, these sacks of luminous adra contain only brightly colored sand.
Hey there. Mm-hmm.
Sand over there for just a little bit. Slam. And go.
This calls for a subtle touch. There.
Unlock. Steal. Iridescent scale. I love stealing. Stay stealthed. Just wait. Wait for it. Oh no. you're
Not
being
a problem,
spotted.
Captain.
Damn it.
You were saying?
Well, they had some sort of invisibility cloak, you know? Calm
Your
down.
orders?
Come on. That's it. Alright. Over here for a little bit. Just need a little bit more invisibility. No. It's fine. Don't even think about it. Still on line of sight, huh? Really? That's how you want to play this? A little bit. Quick save, and... Got it! Okay, that was almost entirely pointless. But pretty funny. Hey, Demessa.
So our charted routes were destined to cross again, eh?
I guess.
You got the look of a true pirate about you. Cutthroat, cunning, sunburn.
Oh,
I like it.
Now you appreciate me, huh? Is that what I needed?
Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
Alright. Squid's Grasp. We're rich again, baby. Not the greatest rich, but pretty good. Mirrorback. Plus 2 stealth, it's not bad. But I don't think there's anything in particular we want to just buy here. Anyway, cool.
You were saying? Not a problem, Captain.
Last time we were here, I saw those things and was like, I wonder if we can actually get to stealing. Give those a go. And I didn't get much of a chance.
Watch and learn.
We just weren't strong enough. Now we are, so I wanted to give it a go. You're in backer NPC. That's why I've got a weird name. It's funny, with just like a bit of practice, you can immediately determine what's a backer NPC, which NPC is going to be important. You do this as well at tabletop when describing scenes. Essentially, if you give someone a name, the player's going to go, I'm latching onto that. That's got importance.
Can't wait to make some new friends.
This is why some role-playing games specifically have it as an action to, like, label someone. Like, I give this person a name, and then suddenly, they're important. Whether or not they were beforehand.
Captain?
It's not mechanics, it's just stealing. Jacob Harker's got a big radius. I don't think we'll be able to just steal it, sadly.
Your orders?
What can I do for you?
That ain't a friend of yours? Eamon the Fox?
No friend of mine. Let me guess. He claimed I recruited you and that I'm coming out of retirement. I don't know why no one ever believes me when I tell them that I've put that life behind me. Especially since I tend to kill him after.
He shakes his head.
In any case, I suspect old weasel-faced Eamon didn't survive his encounter with you. Dumb bastard never did know when to back down. What do you want?
Why are we here? Picking up pirates. Oh, Wilder. Expert surgeon. Fantastic. Look at that. A fearless, impulsive Orlin. Yes, please. We don't need to retrain anyone. We also don't need infinite hardtack or water, even though I'll think about it. Just buy 999 of each, Chimbles, it'll be fine. Officer's quarters.
Can I borrow a sword?
Sounds lovely.
I promise
Have a
to be
good night,
careful.
Give
Okay.
me the order.
Essentially, I think that's it for dunnage. We should get the hell out of here. No, we were meeting someone as well. Thanks for letting me tag along. The Deadfire is awfully big for a little Orlin. We're gonna get tired of hearing it. Eventually. Two-eyed Pim.
You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today?
Not taking the fourth seat in the Consuelo yet. Captain Ferrante, you wanted to see me?
Such a solace it is to see you again.
Oh. Actually, we've already spoken to him about stuff. It's... Go break into the tomb in Nekataka, the one that killed us multiple times and made me very sad. So, I guess we can't do that, huh? Ship supplies. You can buy infinite rice? God, I'd love to buy infinite rice. The red tree. Whoa. Look at that. 40 extra hull health? Good God. It's a shame I like moving faster because, woof, that's good. Extra sail health, move faster, but not 20% faster. Double bronzer is still the best. Warship reinforcements. Ah, there you go. Move slower, get extra health. We're buying it. I'm finally doing it. I told you I would. We had to put it aside for a bit. I didn't want to, but we did. Yeah, we got those two. Okay. Living steel anchor. Maybe that's better. 5 combat speed, 5 travel speed. Alright, well they're exactly the same. Magronite flamethrower. Gotta get close, right? Real close. Reloads quickly, deals a lot of damage fast. If I were like making a more conceited roleplay attempt, I would absolutely play a Magronite priest who's loaded up our ships with Magronite flamethrowers. Like a helm and rudder. It's exactly the same, except more expensive. Must be DLC or something similar. Free patch DLC or something similar. We don't wear just the regular stuff that isn't enchanted, you know. We're too rich. Too fancy for that shit, that's for sure. You can probably make do selling some of our stuff. Don't want to have to give up our hard-earned coin if we don't want to. Don't have to. Ta-da! Perfect. Right. Upgrade the ship, then let's get out of here. Okay. Surgeon. You're also a deckhand. Kage, it's been very fun. I'm replacing you. Ah, you must return to the shipyard at Nekataka. Ugh. Terrible. Helmsman. If what I believe is correct, and you got to get the maximum amount of stars in a particular area, they have to be like, to get the maximum amount of stars in each particular role, they need to have no other stars anywhere else. Then it is better to have these randomly. Slavers, a specific slaver. Yeah, alright, you're going down. They're also a junk. The sails aren't as good. They're a lower level, but this might be an interesting fight. Might be a dangerous fight. Might kill us all. Let's see how it goes. Half sail. Turn. Turn again. Hold position. And he's firing his cannons. We take some massive hits. But now we fire. We fire better. I don't want to damage it. I want to hit that crew. I always want to hit that crew. We pay so many people just to rest. Let's use them. Plus it fucks up their sails, right? I don't think it's the most advantageous to do a full jibe. Oh, they close distance to make it harder for us to hit. I'm pretty sure they're trying to charge us. Fire the port cannons. Yeah, harder to hit, but we're still going to deal some damage. Grape shot. 2 damage to the crew. They're really knocked down. Yep, they're trying. Yep, they're trying. Hold position again. Fire the starboard cannons. Just one more. If we break their sails, they can only limp along. First time I've been sad we didn't hit their sails. It's turn to port, right? Full speed ahead and then just gain an excellent amount of distance on them. Half speed ahead. Turn to port. Just moving their people around. Hold position for extra aiming. Damn it. 1 meter in. See? So close. Anyway, fire the grape shot. Sails gone. And their crew damaged. Should we get one shot off now? There you go. Crew's damaged. Let's turn around and ram him. The wanker leaps forward. Ramming speed. Galloway's bounty aside. We only received 8. We only dealt 11. It is funny to destroy them with a ramming strike. Ah, you mean it was a cattail? He's noticed my heating matters on. Alright, I can pause this. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Hold on.
Following me because of my chicken. They both are.
some work. No, Captain, you can't rub the microphone either. That's not very responsible of you. Sorry, everyone, we're back. Okay. So again, they've had many people knocked down by our pre-melee fight. They're overwhelmed and we're more powerful, so it's just not going to turn out well for them. One, they're slavers. Two, they charged at us. This is their own fault.
Just like me. Look at us. Your aim could use some improvement.
Modway's clearly having a good time. Yeah. Lovely. Good job, everybody. And now, let's sail on. Probably at least one or two quests to do in Songo as well. Maybe we'll go do that. But maybe we'll... Not yet. That's what I think it is. Not yet. We could kill him. Just don't want to yet. Is anyone else convinced? To see where the shark. I think we need to deal with her too. Essentially every named captain you do, and every time you destroy a named captain, where it spawns another nameless captain, so that you don't just kill everyone, empty the dead fire. Leave. Quick save. Let's not fuck around with naval combat. Let's just go. And if this turns out poorly, well, it's because I didn't lower the amount of people we're fighting in melee, and all they need to do is have one of them turn around, look at Vela mean, and then she dies, and then we all die, just immediately. And that's embarrassing, but, you know, what can you do? But now we've got Palagina on. Gotta go fine. That's a lot of people looking at Facina. Sam, are you in the middle of this? Where are you, buddy? You're also in the middle of it. Okay, could you just make that a little easier on us? It's not like we have an AoE we can just put out, huh? Alright. Hey, Slam, how about you move over there and deal with this rank? There you go. They're all charmed, so we just wandered off. They will turn on us soon.
Be right there.
There we go. Just get a stun.
And that's how it's done.
Stun. Good. And finish him off. We had no people go down as well. Very good.
I think I can pull that off.
Excellent. I don't know what ranks they're gaining. And I feel a bit silly having literally no idea what experience and ranks. Like, what is Slam leveling up in? Slam's the best already, isn't he? He's the master. He doesn't... It's not gonna happen. Maybe not? Okay. Hey, Blightheart leveled up. There you go. Deal 20 crits. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. This... Yeah. It was what Slam was using. But, you know. Absolutely we'll stop at the mill house, buy stuff, and do nothing else. Yep. I'll take your entire stock. I'll trade you some crossbows. There you go. Well, that gives money anyway. It just changes how I deal with the next place I drop off. We need money, we need food. Money, food, water. To keep the crew happy. God, do you think morale's bad when we feed them water and nothing else? Just a cooks per captain, some slavers. Bored. Just gotta go into Malay and deal with them. It's the best way, like, I don't want to waste too much of your time, make you watch as we go through the process of another naval combat and another naval combat. It's not the most engaging part of the game. But so far, I think the most engaging part of the game is listening to me read box text. Which is presumably why my players like me as a GM so much, because they just love reading box text over and over. I say this with all due respect, which is none. Fuck slavers, so this is very funny that you attack me and then this happens. Constantine's gonna kill you. Hey, good job, Slam. He's getting there. Yeah, well, we're full of medical supplies because no one's needed them for a little while. Hell yeah. Suckers. The best. I got distracted. Oh, picking up some extra double bronzes. God, if I only had a place to put them. Rice wine. Or rice. Feed a Bryson rice wine for a bit too. I'm saving some fresh fruit. Bloop. But I think we're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. We killed a lot of slavers. And that's worth it. Entirely worth it in my eyes. Anyway, there was one thing I wanted to do. I needed to replace the anchor with a fancy version. Because now we've upgraded all of this. Still wearing the Watchroom Deerwood colors, which is good. That comes up. Some people attack you depending on your faction. You can pretend to be of a different faction by wearing different colors, and then they want to attack you in the ocean out of nowhere. And like, it's cool. It's not a mechanic I actually engaged with that often, so don't have too many thoughts about it. But hey.
Looks like trouble.
Hey, I got a bounty for you. Could you just? Yeah.
Right here. I got this. Absolutely. Hey there.
You think Mordway gets old for anyone? Because I say no, that's fucking hilarious. Heads I win. Greatly reduces damage from first several incoming crits. Tails you lose. Increases damage in the first few crits. That's pretty cool. We will have to spend some time going through all of our stuff and re-equipping everyone to make them more efficient in combat. If we start to run into issues, we'll do that. Otherwise, it's not super engaging for this type of gameplay that I do, so just keep exploring the dead fire. Wow, that was totally worth looking through. We found literally nothing on one attempt. Oh, I know what you want. You want to try and take. Will it though? Will it be hard to complete? I feel pretty overpowered. You notice a small pavilion containing a large weathered statue of stone a little ways off the path. It appears to be a Hawana's shrine. Search the surrounding area first. The statue in the surrounding area is clean and maintained. Locals likely visit the shrine frequently to keep it that way. Look around but don't see anyone nearby. Let's try and identify it. No one has religious powers. Leave the shrine and continue on your travels. Change okay. No one's good at religion. Vicina, it has been lovely to have you along. I'm going to trade you out with Shoti for just a little bit of time. We haven't seen her in a while. She's great. Also, wish I had a level up button that I could do before. Nope. Okay. Gonna ring. I'm gonna use Lover's Bond to make you. There you go. That's what I wanted. The extra priest spells. That's definitely her thing. Make you extra good friends with my best friend Aloth. You're going to be extra good friends, TM. No, that one's fantastic. He's got to keep that. Health restored per 5, yes please, because you get in melee combat. And Rekka, you've been fun, like a lot of fun. You're staying in the party for a while, I think. Which, yes, means we're a bit fighter heavy, fighter rogue. But Poleaxe. Search it again. Oh, what about it? There you go. A pair of stone eels twist up the sculpture. Each eel's mouth clings to the other's tail, creating an unbroken circuit. It portrays Rikuhu, the Huana's rendition of Berith. An inscription runs along the shrine's base. Some flee, others fight. Rikuhu consumes all. DC 15. God, that's hard. Anyway. Meditate on your travails and rest. Cipher. Seated at the shrine, you steady your breathing and allow your muscles to loosen. You organize your thoughts, setting them in order. When you stand, everything seems less perilous or more attainable. That's good. I don't know why that's above our level. It's curious. We're going to poke at it again. Desecrate never. Pray at the shrine and rest. Kneel before the shrine and begin to pray. You've only been at it a short time when you hear footsteps behind you. A group of smoking slavers have approached. Each bears arms and armor, and they look well accustomed to hard fighting. Would you look at this, boys? One asks, his accent marking his raised Saren. You notice he wears sewn to his shirt a badge marking him as a follower of Berith. Seems we done got ourselves a sacrifice. Does this kill him? He snorts at the kid as the kids ready their weapons. Yeah, slavers, turn up and say we're going to sacrifice you. Oh, hey, Troogs, good to see you tonight. So you know what we're going to do? Fucking kill him right back. Someone tries to sacrifice you to a death god, you tell them firmly, but kindly, no.
Oh, good.
Hey, Dad, could you use a sweet leap ability to go cause trouble over there? Attaboy. No, stay there. We'd interrupt them.
What can I do you for?
That's it. Shady, heal everyone, please. Quick. Rekka crits for 43 and explodes him.
Lantern flickers.
You'll be fine, Shoti.
Shoti's done for.
Of course. Okay. God damn it. I bet it was goddamn Vela. Hey, Lapis. I did play Kingmaker. I finished Kingmaker relatively recently and got the secret ending as well. So that was a replay. That was a significant effort, but highly enjoyable. What did I prefer between the two of them? Look. Kingmaker is very, like, faithful. Recreation of the Pathfinder 2nd Ed combat into its CRPG format is really impressive and totally worth it. There are bits that feel difficult, like a lot of the time when you're trying to figure out like the best combat decision to make, how to make an effective party. That's hard, a lot, you know. Because you'll get it wrong, and then you'll think, fuck, man, retraining's a little bit hard. Do I need to replay the whole game? I don't want to do that. But, it's still really good. It's still a fantastic game. But yeah, I prefer Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity 2, combat's a lot more fun in 2 than than 1, seriously, to Kingmaker and even Wrath of the Righteous, even though Wrath of the Righteous was a fantastic CRPG. Absolutely recommend it, especially if anyone who wants a little more fun. Honestly, I describe Kingmaker and Wrath as more fun to play, plot-wise. Here in Pillars, a lot of the time, we have really dark, sad, stressful storytelling that's absolutely and entirely worth it, right? Don't doubt that for a second. But it's still really dark and sad and oftentimes painful. We're talking in a world that has reincarnation and death as a significant theme for a lot of the game, right? I don't know why this guy's regenerating. Unbending trunk heals for Kuhu. We will probably deal enough damage to kill him. Nothing else, we'll just keep paralyzing him over and over.
Captain.
Got him! Good job, Adair. So, I have one spot in my video game budget to buy a single game, I'd say, do you want something that has more humor? Play Kingmaker or Wrath of the Righteous. Wrath of the Righteous is also very funny if you play the Trickster mythic path. Very enjoyable. You want something that has a higher chance of TM changing your life. Like, I say that with some hesitation, but it is true how I feel about Pillars. Like, in many occasions, it has altered the way I do world building. It has altered my impression on what I do to create a more unique setting. I'd suggest you get Pillars. Play Pillars 1 first. It's not mandatory, but it is actually just good. It's slow, but it's a CRPG. Those games are primarily slow. When I got the feeling like I didn't want to play a slow game anymore, I decided to finish Elden Ring. And play through that, the whole thing. It was totally enjoyable too. So... But when you want to do something more contemplative, explore an entire map, spend ages just reading text, it's worth going through Pillars of Eternity. Cookspur, like we found where all these fucking slavers come from too. But yeah, the world building in Pillars 1, I'd say, is more powerful than, weirdly enough, Paizo's full world of Galarian, which is funny given how much I like role-playing in the Pathfinder setting, Pathfinder 1 and 2, and the strength of Thousands Adventure being sincerely fantastic. This one tickles a deeper spot inside of me, especially when we have the dialogues with the divinities that make you feel small and unimportant, but still listened to, and like you're actively talking against a higher power.
This place. Atsura asked me to train a crop of new sailors.
Maya surveys the wreckage of Sasongo, betraying no clear emotion.
Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home.
I'm sorry, Maya. We'll do whatever we can to avenge him. Nodding, Maya strikes a salute to the ruins of Songo. She holds that position for a lingering moment and stands at ease with a sigh. Harsh lands forge strong people. No? Now we can level her up. Jeez. Maybe a religion alchemy monkey, but we love her for it. 1 for 1. Let's improve our monk skills. Long range punches, why not? Hey, no worries, Lepis. It is always nice to have you nearby. I've got a complete playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 1 available on a YouTube channel. And I also archive things on YouTube for whatever we play. We also play through Final Fantasy, just for a JRPG difference, if you want to see what I get up to when we're talking about pixel remasters and other kinds of role-playing games. Different approaches to them as well. So why are we here? Well, we want Shoti to put some of the souls she's gathered into a Pillar of Adra. So we're here just for the lighthouse. I'll also check our quest loggers. I don't think there's anything left, but just in case there is. Cheers. Alright. And Shreddy, you ready?
This luminous Audra ought to be able to take my soul's watcher. What do you say?
Let's try it. Now, chat, we usually vote on these sort of decisions. If a decision point comes up, we'll talk about it. But I should note that we decided we would tell Shoti, let's get rid of the souls and put them in Luminous Adra last time. We picked up this part of her companion quest. Now, box text voice. A gleaming pillar of luminous Adra towers above you as Shoti stomps confidently toward its base, a grin ripping wide over her face.
Get ready to witness the feat of a lifetime, Watcher. I'm about to do God's good work, to single-handedly shepherd a multitude of souls straight into the depths of hell.
She rubs her hands together, drops her palms against her hips, and snatches up her lantern, eager, ready. She wriggles her shoulders and pops her neck, stance subtly widening. I'm ready to be impressed.
Then keep your eyes peeled, cause it's gonna happen.
She snaps her fingers.
Fast as a fire beetle flash. The Audra'll snatch 'em right quick once I conjure the light. So don't look away.
Uh-huh. As she exhales these last words, she presses one palm flat to the cold expanse of gem-like growth, fingers trembling, and like a firework going off, the light from her lantern flares blindingly bright. Electricity, no, hypercharged soul energy whips across the air, lashing open Shoti's skin. Traveling the pathway of 1,000 branching veins and capillaries, the strike bursts through Shoti, bloody from face to neck to arms and lower, and she screams, her voice a secondary crack across the sky. Release the souls.
I can't! Watcher, I can't do it! Stop me!
Her words choke off as she drops to her knees and throws her head back. Her hair floats up from her shoulders and wisps around her, charged and popping in the air. Sweating, shaking, bleeding, Shoti struggles to tear herself from the charged Adra. As she falls back with a scream, a wave of souls is ripped from the Adra and absorbed straight into her lantern. The Adra cracks, and the shard falls to the ground.
Ugh! Son of a god's-darn motherless cur! That hurt worse than a back-to-back whooping from Uncle Angbert's quarterstaff. Thank God I'll never, ever be doing that again.
Chest heaving, Shoti scrabbles for the Adra shard embedded in the ground. The crystal slick with blood from her palm, she shoves it into her pocket. Then she shakes her head. Luminous Adra mantle. Perhaps it could be used to improve upon Shoti's lantern.
Good God. I feel so very much.
Shuddering lightly, Shoti raises her sickle to lick the back curve of the blade. That looked like it hurt.
It hurt all right. Hurt real good. Never have I felt anything so painful, nor so pleasurable in my
whole darn life. Audio cut out there for me too. She searches your face with wide, foreboding eyes.
I can feel it prickling under my skin. I've strived to do Gon's will ever since I was a little girl, huddling in the back of the barn, bathed in darkness. I just never knew reaping could feel so good. Look at my lantern shine, Watcher. Beautiful as a harvest moon dripping red with blood.
Her lips twist with a dark grimace. After a curt nod, she slides away. Well, that didn't strictly turn out the way we wanted it to. Whoops. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Uh-oh. Okay, tasks. Turn to a cur. Yeah, second staff. Turn to a boko. We'll do it later. Get Karma's folly. That one seemed tough. Painted mask. Yep. Search hanging sepulchres. We'll do that later. Head to Sayuka. Well, that's on its way. We'll do that soon. Let's explore the islands around Tikawara. We can do that. Songo. Okay. That's why we're here. Let's do that. Tikawara. Return to that. Disrupt the Luminous Adra at Pokegahara. I don't know if we will. Wait. Kill Veen. Go to Pokegahara. Kill Quaro. Locate the tomb. Yeah, we'll do that. Speak with Captain Aethelus. Oh yeah, go to Fort Deadlight. We're not doing that. That's a big deal with Shadow under Nekatako. Trust me. Kill the seller. Report to Prince Aruhi. Yeah, we'll do that. We could do Harbinger's Watch. We should do that soon. Rendezvous with Aevis. Not yet. Cool. Harbinger's Watch. Now that's a couple of episodes, and after we finish Harbinger's Watch, I think it'll be several episodes to be honest. It's a big deal, TM, and I suggest we would likely take a break from Pillars of Eternity 2 and play something else for a little bit. Seriously, it actually requires a bit of time to digest, unless it's to clean the air. So I'm excited to do that, but we may wait a little while. Luxie, good to see you. I hope Stardew, yes, Emma's got requests.
Right between the eyes.
Didn't tell you to do. Okay, Luxie, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest.
Strengthen Hasongo so it can weather anything.
And feel better soon. That's pretty important.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
And remember, you can always tune in on the VODs to see what you missed in the last, 23 minutes. Like the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite a haggard look and a set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. Yes, actually, my friend is looking for someone we were told might live around here.
A short lady, about my age, came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see, freckles, braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you, face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
The young man's face remains smooth, betraying neither surprise nor interest. We're in the right place. You must know where she has a son about your age.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles.
Oh, a dare.
You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
You're protecting her. We understand.
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Hey chat. 1, 2, 3, or 4. As we talk to someone who could be Adair's son. What does Slam Shadows say? 1. Like Adair said, we're friends of your mother's. 2. Relax, Adair's a good man. He likes animals. 3. We're the last people you're going to see on Aora if you don't start talking. Or 4. I believe my friend here may have had carnal relations with your mother a long time ago. Golem King. What a time for you to tune back in and vote. Very lovely indeed. 2 votes for 1, that's pretty good. 1 vote for 4, not bad at all. Yes, Captain. You never left. My apologies. It is fun to just accuse that you, zoom in to say something, horrible to an NPC. Again, as much as we like to pretend that they are not, we like to pretend that they are, in fact, real, so that we suspend our disbelief and engage with them appropriately. They are also not real, and so we can say silly and or mean things to them and not feel too bad. We're allowed to put things down. In just a moment, I'm going to hit number 1 unless we get any other votes. Number 1. Like Adair said, we're friends of your mother's.
Right. Friends of Alava's.
No hint of emotion registers on the boy's face. Yes, very convincing, Golem King.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get a lava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
Dude.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
God, I hope it's not your brother.
So, you met him?
Ben nods, slowly.
Well, that's great. You had a dad.
Oh, he sounds so pleased. He sounds like he's totally coping with this. A moment passes with Adair staring at Byrne with a strange undulating grimace drawn back across his face. He clears his throat.
Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, dude, she's probably dead.
My mother is with Aethys.
There's a trace of a smile that seems to come with the last word. Adair appears confused. Maybe he hadn't heard, but Aethys is a giant Adra statue walking along the seafloor.
Yes, he walks among us once again, enlisting faithful soldiers. I do believe she is with him. She passed the Veil a few years ago.
Oh.
A flu.
Adair's jaw slackens. A few years ago?
It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining god.
The boy's hinted smile brightens, his eyes far away. Adair's face has gone scarlet beneath his farmer's tan. His nostrils pulsate with each heavy breath.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now?
He takes a short step towards Ben, who takes 2 backwards. Easy. He lost his mother.
Funny, you wouldn't know it to look at him.
Adair stares the boy down, then turns away with a grunt and a not worth it gesture.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
He points northward.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light.
Adair scowls. What do you mean, march with Aethys?
Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Oh, I know a lot of dead deer woodens who will be relieved to hear that.
We were victims of a quarrel of gods.
And seeing what we've seen, it's hard to believe they got our best interests at heart.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy. Nothing more. Now he marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again.
You seem confident in a god who's causing a lot of destruction.
You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction.
The cat has lied down on my mouse.
I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys.
At this, Adair looks up at Ben.
What greater honor than to march in his vanguard?
Who were the partisans of the lighted path?
We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighten the way through a black abyss.
The words fall from his mouth bulky and awkward as though someone else had stuffed them there.
And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it, but everyone's open to their own interpretations.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the god's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
Uh-oh.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
Who does Aethys intend to battle?
We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet.
Fuck.
But to the faithful, shouldn't matter.
How will you join Aethys when he marches beneath the sea?
There'll be a great journey, but we're prepared. Gadarian Bosch knows the way.
How has this Bosch shown proof of his visions?
Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask.
Okay.
What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world.
Why did you lie to us about knowing Olafa?
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith, especially our old families and others close to them.
Hey, pro tip, this is cult behavior. If someone does this to you in real life, please speak to someone you trust or are supposed to trust. Especially if, like, the cult is telling you not to trust people you previously trusted, please go speak to them. Right? Big red flag!
We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
Cult! Yeah. Whatever the fuck that was agrees with me. Adair, did you get what you needed here? Adair takes a deep breath, looks around, let it burn. He nods, tight-lipped.
We can go.
We'll be going.
Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Here's where I learn I've been pronouncing his name wrong the whole time.
Bairn.
Nope. Guess we're good.
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the temple of Aethys in Neketaka.
Adair doesn't know. Adair follows Aethys but is not pleased with what Aethys is doing. Adair certainly believes in the concept of Aethys, but not what Aethys is doing, or has done, or anything of what his church has approved of. It's difficult when your god specifically squished your best friend.
I seem to go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years.
Adair spits.
You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you.
Guess we're going back to Neketaka at some point.
Farewell.
Bye, Bjorn. Graveyard to the north, huh? I actually don't think we can visit a graveyard to the north. Actually thought that would be the next step. Just in case. Right, let's get out of here. Yeah, this is essentially where he begins this part of the game. This is where he begins Pillars 2, but he says it more confidently, like states it out loud, his position, later. Like as you talk to him and through conversation. And that's good. You don't want him to lay everything on the table right away. That would be boring. Tekkenba, I bet we need to kill you, and if we don't, we'll need to at some point. Oh, 16th level ranger. This might be dangerous. Leave. Quick save. Try again. Naval combat. I know a bit of naval combat for the end of the night. Let's go. Turn to port. Don't charge at me. Just wait. Hold position. And fire the starboard cannons. Grape shot. We've got to deal with the crew as much as possible. Look, they got lots of them, but maybe we can deal with the cannoneer. Fire! Alright, I'll accept it. Yes, please. They fire at us. Hull damage. Cowards. We're probably going to have the exact same combat strategy. It's what junks do, you know. Open up with that many broadsides. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Now you're going to jibe? No, you're just waiting? Alright. Oh, dear wooden hogness. Reload even faster. Our below deck crew. Fire the port cannons. Excellent. Stabilizing. I think one more. One more round, then we're going to try and ram him. Because they will destroy our hull if I just... Yeah, okay. We need to move our people as well. Okay. Report to waiting crew. Please go pick up our people. First things first, we're not losing Ikkyuk. Yep. Fire thunder on deck. This is suddenly not going very well. Well, if they're ready, might as well. or something. Report 2. Excellent. More resting crew. Deal with the deck fire. Oh, still reloading except for that one. Never mind. Well, let's turn around to starboard. We need to attack them quickly, otherwise they'll damage hull. Port 2. I expected you lot to continue working on this, but okay. Okay, that wasn't as successful as I expected. Whoops. Let's just charge him, you know? Start with a boarding action. Hopefully everything will turn out well, who knows? It is a little embarrassing. 2 skulls, that's fine. Board him. I've asked last prepare to be boarded. Like, maybe I could think about opening up with hull damage so that all of their crew gets busy putting out fires instead. And that's fun. That's what happened to us.
Show 'em how it's done.
Instead... Oh, look at all. Lots of people at all low level. Palagina in the middle. Doing something cool. Aloth is about to do what Aloth does best and launch a fireball into a group of people. Constantin, I love you, but we can't stop just yet. Oh, you're immobilized. Okay. It's in range. Can't do a corpse explosion yet. Okay, well. It's that done.
Distractions.
Third, and now.
Me and you are about to mix.
Just, Vela, please stay alive. Everything's going very well, so now would traditionally be about the time where you explode or die.
This isn't how it usually works.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Okay. Yep, that was a lot more effective. I guess we've gotten better at combat, huh? Look at them all leveling up. Look at the 3 pages of loot, including royal bronzes. They're not double bronzes, so they reload faster. Love a good piracy on the high sea. Love me some good side quests. We didn't even have a bounty for her, but I'm sure we would at some point. Sayuka. We move very quickly on the high seas now, and that's good. It's because we've got a decent navigator and a decent bosun and all those ship upgrades as well. Sayuka, mid-autumn. Thanks for the stuff, lol.
Welcome to Sayuka.
Thank you.
You are welcome in Sayuka, traveler, as surely as the winds stir the sea.
The young Hawaiian woman gives you a sunny smile that shows every one of her pointed teeth.
No, no, no. How many times must I demonstrate the proper way to greet a visitor?
The Undersecretary makes emphatic chopping motions with his hand, a snarl curling his thin lips.
I say, I must have forgotten again. Will you remind me of the line, Undersecretary?
Really sounds like she's enjoying this process.
We say clear skies, traveler. Simple, elegant, and no smiling. Do you understand, Greeter Tebe?
He sighs.
Can you repeat it once more? I want to make sure I've got it.
Tebe turns wide, innocent eyes on the Undersecretary. The Undersecretary opens his mouth to speak, but his expression abruptly clouds. He shoots a scowl at Tebe and elects instead not to dignify her joke at his expense.
Questions, traveler?
What can you tell me about Sayuka?
Sayuka, known to my people as Ribiri, is a colonial outpost of the Royal Deadfire Company.
Tebe makes no effort to hide the boredom in her voice.
The island of Sayuka is the Royal Deadfire Company's center of engineering research and development in the archipelago. Our work is directed by Fleet Master Okaya, the youngest Rawatayan ever to hold the title. Best of her class at the Naval Academy in Tokoa, and a brilliant engineer, our Fleet Master.
Pride warms his voice.
You forgot to mention the giant sharks, Undersecretary.
Wait. Giant sharks?
Giant sharks, giant coral, giant trees, Hekira. The only thing not bigger in Sayuka is Asquana.
She chuckles.
Small mercy.
The Undersecretary mutters under his breath.
No one knows why things grow large in Sayuka, but there are all sorts of theories. Me? I think Gallowayne smiles on us.
Tebe's cheeks glow with a faint blush, the first authentic emotion you've seen cross her face.
Superstition is unbecoming of a Royal Deadfire Company officer, Tebe.
He grunts.
I say, it's a lucky thing I'm not one then.
Why are you dressed like a Royal Deadfire Company soldier, Tebe?
Hekira. I wonder the same every day.
Tebe tugs at the neck of her uniform and rolls her dark eyes at the Undersecretary when she thinks he's not looking.
Tebe learns to perform her duties as a Rawatayan might.
The Undersecretary straightens his back and squares his shoulders.
Her fellow Juana show a lamentable disinterest in the proper way of doing things.
He nods curtly in Tebe's direction. Is anyone getting a hint of colonial racism here? You should. It's being laid on thick.
Do not speak about me as if I am not here.
Good job, Tebe. We support you. Not only is Trugs on your side, I am too. And Slam Shadows. What is an Undersecretary exactly?
A career sandal sniffer and busybody. So far as I can tell.
Oh, Tebe shrugs.
You ungrateful sag! I am the second in command to Fleet Master Okaya, the governor of your piddling little island, and I will not be mocked by a smart-mouthed idler like you!
The Undersecretary's jowls quiver with barely contained rage.
So I have heard many, many times.
Tebe meets your eyes and raises her brow emphatically. Is it just me, or is this guy terrible?
You don't know the half of it.
An impish smile plays at the corners of her mouth. Adair likes it, Maya likes it. Shody likes it too. Hilariously, Maya likes it even though we're making fun of her organization.
What was that, Greeter Tebe?
Fuck off.
Surely just the breeze, Undersecretary.
Tebe's impish smile grows into a mocking grin. I don't know, Golem King. I get the feeling like you can say...
You would call me sir.
You can say essentially any noun or any word with a vicious enough tone and they will get the idea that it is an insult. And that's how you create slurs.
Akira, I certainly will not.
She laughs. Well, farewell. Hey, Undersecretary.
Questions, traveler?
Nope, can't speak to him directly. Myria's blessings on your sails, traveler. Well, let's loot. I can offer you an egg in this trying time. This game board is scuffed and scratched from frequent use. I mean, you pulled a board game out of its box and you actually played it? That's not what board game collectors do. A broad-shouldered man with a long, jagged scar across his brow argues with a woman outside the longhouse. He throws his hands up about to shout, but the woman cuts him off mid-exclamation.
I will not return to the longhouse, Weto, never! And I won't blunt my teeth about it further!
She plants her hands firmly on her hips and juts out her chin in defiance.
But what are you so stubborn? The Rawatayans do us a great favor and you spit in their faces.
Waito ceases his shouting when he notices you listening in.
What do you need?
Is there a problem here?
Not at all, not at all. My sister and I are just having a small disagreement.
Waiter rubs at the back of his neck and looks away, embarrassed.
It is because you speak like this that I yell at you in the first place. You're beginning to sound like those Rawatayan outlanders, and it shames me to say so.
What's your problem with the Rawatayans? Like yours specifically? I have many problems with them, but tell me how you feel.
Ignore her. She has an urchin up her ass about her cousins from the north and can't be persuaded. I should know. I've tried.
He shoots Teeper an irritated look and rolls his eyes.
Is it so unreasonable to want to protect my culture, our culture, from our greedy neighbors?
She spits on the ground between you and grits her teeth.
They arrive in ships laden with goods they believe will please us and think that gives them the right to build their walls on our land. Then they act surprised when we don't all fall at their feet with cries of gratitude.
She has a point.
Akira, don't encourage her. I will never hear the end.
Raise your side then, buddy.
We are no strangers to the menaces of the Deadfire. Pirates, colonials, Nagati's children. We have bested all of them before. We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe. And we surely don't need their longhouse.
Wait, why do you support the Rautines?
We are no strangers to storms. But last year we suffered many powerful ones in quick succession. And our harvest of Koiki fruit was destroyed. Price share was rationed. Famine loomed. And then the Rautines sent ships. Load after load of food. Enough to see us to the next harvest. They could have left us to die. But they didn't.
Okay, low bar, but somehow the Rautines are currently better than the British Empire.
It was only a ploy to make us dependent on them, Akira. We took their food and helping hands, and now we sleep in their buildings and watch the sea from their walls.
What does all this have to do with the Longhouse specifically?
Another of the Rautines' tricks. When our huts were destroyed in the storms, they did not rebuild them like they were as we requested. They built this longhouse instead.
Deeper grunts.
Are you not one people? They said. Why do you live divided, each cast apart from the others? They believe they know what's best for us, but how we live is not their business. The Fleet Master says we are weak because we don't work as one. She doesn't see that it's our differences that make the Huana strong. She doesn't want to see it, lest it put the lie to their enterprise here.
Now I'm going to ask a dumb question. We just want to see how it turns out because, you know, exhaust all dialogue opportunities. Perhaps we get something interesting we wouldn't have had before. It's a video game. The Huana and Rautines are both Armor. Why not be allied?
Under whose banner? Rautai's? Then we cease to be Huana as surely as if they conquered us.
We have the land and resources Rauatai needs, and they have the military might we lack. We share a common ancestor. Why not create a common culture? Together we would be strong.
I say, if you truly believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I thought.
So, 1, 2, or 3. We're not going to leave without coming to a decision here. And it'll be the last one for tonight because it is a little bit past 10, so we'll be finishing up very soon, right after this dialogue. So, 1, the Huana should forge their own path. 2, the Rautines understand what's important. Or 3, you're all in over your heads. 7, Golem King. Didn't I specifically say I'm not choosing the we're just going to leave option? Though it would be hilarious and well and truly in character if you just like say 6 like 14 more times and see if it unlocks a secret dialogue option. Okay. Primarily colonialist bullshit. Rautines turn up after a famine, provide a lot of food, build their buildings and their walls. Like, hey, we're just helping, man. Promise. Perfect time for ads. Oh, my apologies, Jukes. If you remember the choices, you can hit one of the options. I gotta remember to, like, press the add button occasionally so that it happens when I stand up and have a break instead of just randomly 2 people. Fuck colonialism. Like, I agree. And the standard fuck colonialism answer is number 1. Looks good to me. Couple of votes for 1. I'm happy for that. I'm going to press number 1 in just a moment. There we go. That's a convincing lead. 7 looks like a 1. Whoop, accidentally hit 7 then.
What do you need?
Oh my god.
Not
It is because you if they arrive in ships laden. We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe.
The Huana should
and
forge
we
their
surely
own
don't
path.
need Akira, I don't need you to tell me as much. But I appreciate your support nonetheless.
Tiba nods and gives you a tight smile.
It is gratifying to be heard and understood. That an outlander could do this and my brother could not shames us both.
Golem King, you're absolutely welcome. I thought it was a pretty good joke that I'd love to play with you. I mean, that I'd love to play with you.
Caught between the Valians and the Rauataians, we will be crushed. We need a strong ally to survive the coming years.
Or the valiant suck. Waiter shakes his head sadly. He tries to put his hand on his sister's shoulder, but she shrugs him off, a look of disgust curling her lips. And that's that. For a second, for a brief second, just a moment, I was pretty terrified that we lost the opportunity to actually say something about it because I walked away. And, and I was like, well, that's it, lol. And like in the end, it's not like that much happened. We just made Slam have a position on something. And that's good. We like that. When a video game feels like you have absolutely zero position at any point, it's a lot less interesting. From a story plot-wise, it still could make for a pretty good game. The Doomslayer doesn't have many opinions on political questions. He just kind of kills demons, and he doesn't afraid of anything. Anyway, yeah, it is 10 o'clock. Jeez, let's have us a break. I have no one to deliver a raid to, which is a shame, because there are some lovely people in chat that I really appreciate, and they deserve to have the benefit of your presence too, not just me. Otherwise, I would shout out my friends False Security and Kid Latte and Dead Man's Tea Party, who are all lovely streamers you can find on my recommended list, and I suggest you go check them out. Otherwise, Loading Ready Run is a good place to drop by, or Jordo Rasko. Yeah, just Jordo, I think her screen name is. I'm not sure. Also in my recommended list. Otherwise, have a very good Monday night and rest of the week. I'll see you Wednesday night for some Final Fantasy VI, which... there's probably 1 or 2 more episodes left in this world before we leave the world of balance. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, and that's that, honestly. Tell the people you love them very much, because you don't get as many chances as you might hope. And I'll see you again. Thanks for joining me tonight. And remember to... oh yeah, follow me on Twitter, right? Yeah? Socials. Yeah, there you go. We also go VODs. Well, if I don't fuck it up, you get the VODs. Maybe it's just VOD. There you go. Just in case. There's some references.